Hey guys, Phil here. I'm enjoying a very windy day in the park. I hope you can hear me okay, but it's nice out. So today I wanted to talk about how I quit smoking. So I actually quit smoking about 5 years ago, but I smoked for a pack a day for 15 years. And I started when I was 17 in high school. Yes, in the US, the legal age is 18, but I found ways around it. But yeah, so I went for a few years, and sometime in college I tried to quit using the patch, and it actually worked. And that lasted about a year until I fell off the wagon. And during that year, the whole reason that the patch worked for me was that in the directions it said that you should not smoke while wearing the patch because there's a risk of a heart attack. And so I said, okay, I'm not going to risk that. And so during that time, I was talking to other friends about it, and I mentioned how it said that. And other people said, oh yeah, I smoke with a patch on all the time, no problem. And so that screwed the patch for me. It's never going to work again. So I, just kept on smoking, pack a day for another few years, number of years actually. And so eventually I decided it was time to quit. And I'll be honest, I liked smoking. It was something I enjoyed doing. And but the downside, let's get windy. But the downside is the price kept going up and up, and it was getting way too expensive. So I decided I had to do it. And so I knew the patch didn't work. I tried some other things. I tried these lozenges that tasted terrible and didn't do anything. And eventually I came up with something that I tried myself. And here I actually bummed a cigarette to use from my sister so I can use as a prop. And I'll show you what I did was that I came up with the idea of getting a cigar cutter. And the original one that I got was a cheap plastic one, and it broke after less than a week. So, pause while the wind stops. Okay, so what I started doing was cutting off just the tip of it. These are actually a little longer than the ones I smoked, but I would cut off just a bit like that, and I would do that every day, or every smoke I had, I would cut off a little bit, and I did that for several weeks. And then after a few weeks, I started cutting off more, so I was, cutting off that much in addition to the other part. And so eventually, every few weeks, I would cut it a little bit shorter and shorter. So eventually, I was down to about a half of a cigarette, and then I did that for a couple months, and then I decided that I was going to just stop, because at that point, cutting it any shorter than that was just like smoking nothing. So I decided, instead of just saying I'm going to stop tomorrow, what I did was I decided it would be better, because every time someone says I'm going to stop tomorrow, they never do it. So I decided what I was going to do is pick a day, and then I would know that that day was coming. And so I decided to pick the first of the next month, which was a couple weeks away. Coincidentally, it was also January 1st. And so everybody's going to say, oh, it was a New Year's resolution, but no, it wasn't. It just happened to be the first day of the next month. And so on that day, I had my last pack, and then I just didn't buy any more. Instead of buying more, I bought several packs of Lifesavers hard candies, and I bought some hard pretzels. And so every time I wanted to smoke, I just had a Lifesaver, I had hard pretzels. And I did that for a few weeks, ended up putting on about 5 pounds, but it worked. I no longer smoked anymore. And like I said, that was 5 years ago, so I haven't had an urge to smoke since. And so, I can't guarantee this is what's going to work for you, and I'm not going to tell you that you should stop, because I know when I smoked, I hated when people told me to stop. But if you do want to stop, and other stuff isn't working for you, then this is something you can try. So that's it for this video. It's pretty much all I got to say. If you liked this, if you have any comments, feel free to leave them below. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.